Hi, and welcome to Philip Wathen's podcast. This is an uncensored, raw as fuck, no sugarcoating type of podcast. Warning, explicit language and humor likely to offend. All views expressed on this podcast are his own, and do not represent the opinions of any entity whatsoever with which he has been, is now, or will be affiliated. If you have not subscribed yet, go hit that motherfucking follow button and enjoy.
Are full.
They're full.
So you want to get back to what you were just saying right now?
We were just chatting on the side and we're just saying, like, you know, we've gone back and forth and just this conversation of like, and it keeps going back to why we think people ghost. And we've talked about different aspects of our relationships and things we've been through. And at the end of the day, we ghost because we don't take the time to just be honest with ourselves and with other people. And in order for you to get to that point, you need to be vulnerable. You need to take care of all your past.
Yeah.
Because we don't realize that by not receiving some affirmation or confirmation of acknowledgement of a text message or a phone call, it really doesn't have to do with us, right?
Right.
It has to do with the other person. And that person doesn't know how to deal with it. They don't communicate well. They don't.
Should we get to the reasons why?
Absolutely.
The possibilities?
Let's do that. Let's break it down.
From my experience. So I've been ghosted and I'm ghosted. And most of the time for me, okay, I don't think I put this out there yet, but I am not that guy no more. Just so y'all know.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean.
Hey, it's in there. It could be. But I don't want it to be. So basically, I did it because I was always with somebody else. Mm-hmm. So when I wasn't responding, it was because I was with another girl most of the time. Mm-hmm. Or I didn't care about you, didn't want to talk to you. So I just let it be. But there are times when a guy is truly busy and he's not doing anything wrong. And it's just our imagination running with us, you know, because I thought that about females too. Like, what the fuck? She's with somebody.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the case when I finally actually talked to her. So,
I mean, I think for me, you're one of my peeps I go to for advice from time to time. And I think, you know, the situations that we've spoken about, you're just always like, Ali, what does your intuition say? You know what I mean?
Number one.
What does it say? And I think you're not the only one. I have a male friend too that he always tells me the same thing. I mean, he's a little bit more like, the fuck are you doing kind of. But I think it's our intuition and we don't go with it. And we
ignore it because we want that love.
We want it with who we want it with.
Right.
And that's not necessarily
who we need to be with.
Right. And it's okay. It's good. It's good when it works out, right? It's good when it's both ways and it just works out. And, you know, we're all looking for the forever. And I think it's okay. It's okay to get hurt here and there. And I think, you know, that's what I'm searching for. And I'm searching for the truth.
Yeah. Don't
hang out with me or be with me because I'm going to benefit you. Because in the long run, you're going to get bored. You know what I mean? We're looking for that. Like for me, you know, what's important to me is my family, right?
Yeah.
And everybody who knows me knows that my family is important to me and they're my everything. I need a companion that's going to be hanging out. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to hang out at the family parties alone. Like I want my ride or die. And I think
that's hard.
In the past,
I think we all do.
And in the past, I didn't have that. I was actually taken away from my family, I felt. You know what I mean? Because I allowed that though. And I did. And I'm not going to allow that anymore.
In relationships, well, let me put it this way. In one relationship, I wanted to be around her so much, I actually kind of isolated her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From her family, her friend. It definitely wasn't healthy. And I caught that now. But at the time, if I look back, like everything I reflect on now, I was like, damn. I
cannot be that way anymore. I'm not a recluse. I'm a social butterfly. I've always been able to respect my relationship. If I'm with somebody, I respect. That's my number one. Like, that's who I'm with. You got to worry about me, like, cheating or straying. I know how to put people in their place and say, hey, yo, like, back up. I got a dude or whatever, you know what I mean? And people respect that. They respect me because I've always been that way.
Yeah. As long as I can remember, you've always been that way.
Yeah. And
you've always been respectful of relationships.
And nobody can say any different. Nobody can ever call me out on that shit. If I've done one thing right, it's that.
Yeah, you're right.
you know, I'm not saying that it's been in every I think there was one relationship that I think I kind of left out of it without explaining things to him. But at that point in my life, I was so upset because, you know, he was cheating and I put two and two together and I had put so much into that relationship. I was going about it the wrong way. My ego was so big.
You wanted to get back?
Yeah.
That was huge for me because if I found out a girl was cheating, my motto was like, she did it once, do it 10 times.
Well, I didn't cheat on him. For the record, I broke up with him, but there was a little bit of maybe a couple day overlap that pushed me to be like, hey, I'm breaking up with you. But a week later, you know, I was dating another dude. So that's a little confusion right there. I could see where he could have been like,
felt like that was too close for comfort.
That was too close for comfort. And part of it was that I let him hurt so bad. And I was like, fuck you, you don't get to hurt. You cheated on me first. You know what I mean? And it wasn't, to me, I get it. There was, like I said, it was a new guy that came and showed interest. And I totally get you on this. Yeah. Because during that fucked up marriage, you know, we reconnected and we started talking with the other girl. It was just, I felt happy again. I felt alive. Yeah. Somebody I can talk to without the argument. It's new. Yeah. Well, I've known her, but it was just... Yeah, it was exciting. It was non-toxic. Yeah. So for me, it was like, I started thinking about it, like, why the fuck didn't I ever get with her? Yeah. Because we were just always, you know... Yeah. I don't know, it just kind of went from there. Yeah. Yeah, no, I had the opportunity to, and I have a really good close friend that's still within the circle, and it's funny because this female, you know, she knows who she is, but she just, you know, knows the different circles and has seen me, you know, in that relationship and how I grew from that relationship and then, you know, got married and whatever happened there, we're not talking about that. And then, you know, even another relationship after that. And I think she's acknowledged too. It's like, hey, Ali, it's not you. Mm-hmm. I know these people you're dealing with. And I know, like, in the conversations that her and I have had, I have even felt like, damn, I've had this conversation with her multiple times. Yeah. And it's different dudes. It's not even the same dude. Do you know what I mean? It's not like I'm going back to her about the same dude doing the same stupid shit. I'm staying with them. It's like
it's a repeating pattern.
Relationship in my 20s, a relationship in my 30s, and a relationship in my 40s. And it's the same relationship. Holy shit. Different people. And she has seen me in that. And I got to a point where I was venting to her last year, and I was like,
you caught it?
The fuck am I doing?
Light bulb went on.
Light bulb went on. I'm having the same conversation with her. You know what I mean? Yeah. She knew of these people very closely, and I figured it out. And that's what I'm saying. It's taken this long
to catch it. If I'm gonna start something with somebody, I'm gonna see. Yeah. I'm gonna see it. You're in for the stretch. You're not in it for like a temporary thing,
right? Because that's what I want. I don't want somebody to give up on me. Yeah. I'm not perfect, and just because there's an issue, and that's another piece of this that we've talked about in the past. People just give up on each other. They just move to the next thing so quick because that's drama. I don't want to deal with that drama. They have baggage and they have this and they have that and not fuck that and. You know, they just broke up with their, you know, I don't want to be the rebound.
Well, our generations now are just instant everything. Yeah. Instant with the fucking electronic. Everything is instant. So when you do one thing that they don't agree with, I mean, I'm guilty of this too. I was like, fuck this, I'm out. Yeah. And they might not even know why because I never told them. Yeah. There's a message I can give to the guys out there. just tell us. Just tell us. You know what I mean? Just let us know. Spit it out, boys.
Spit it out and we can take it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just be honest with us. I think for me, I've never stayed friends with anybody that I've ever dated. Yeah. And that, I laugh at that because there's people who stay friends with their exes and I'm like.
I used to be that way thinking I could never talk to somebody I dated before. But you know what? I look back now and I have a lot of good friendships out of it.
I don't want to be friends with anybody I've ever dated.
I've actually learned from them too.
Hell, I don't want to hear from you. Do not call me. Do not reach out to me. You were a fucking asshole. Yeah. And I don't feel that there's anything wrong with that. But then again, what was I doing? That in itself speaks volumes because I have a lot of friends. I have people every day and I've surrounded myself with the people I want to, surround myself with. I don't have any negative people. Yeah. If you don't add to my life, I don't want you in my life. Even social media, you know, my friends and my cousins, and they make fun of me. Like, do you want something from Adi? Call Adi or text Adi, and she'll put it out on Facebook, and somebody will have an answer. You know what I mean? It's like my magic 8-ball.
Yeah, I got you.
But it's a close network of people that I trust, and I feel the love. You know what I mean?
For me, I've never been able to talk to my guy friends about my relationships, and I never have, and I never will. For this reason alone. Guys are fucking dogs. You start talking about your relationship with them. Next thing you know, these dudes are in your girl's ear, you know, like the dick to cry on. Like, come here, let me talk to you.
Wow.
And I've seen this so many times throughout over 15 years. So I never talk to my boys. I'd rather talk to a female friend about my relationships than a boy, because
I've seen it. I've seen it more recently than other times. We're bound to know somebody's ex, you know what I mean? And maybe even a personal level. And this is the way I look at things. I don't want to be punished for the mistakes I've made in the past.
Right.
And when I say that I'm not friends with any of my exes, it's for a reason. Do you know what I mean? For me, that I'm so loving and giving and caring and patient, for me to say that I'm not friends with any of my exes is because we truly don't deserve your space.
Friendship,
my space, the space, right? If you knew enough about me and you said you love me, then you wouldn't have treated me the way that you did.
I get you, because I was that guy that did that.
And I forgive him. Yeah. I'm cool, because look where I'm at now. You were part of my journey to get to where I'm at.
Right.
But what I'm saying with that comment is, I don't want to be punished for that. So I don't want to lose out on my potential forever, right, because of somebody that I made a mistake with. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I get you.
You got to forgive me too. Like, I'm sorry that you know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you might or might not know this person or whatnot. And this is again, it's like, I haven't dated very many people, so it's rare, but I see this happen to a lot of my friends. Stop punishing each other for our mistakes, you know, especially at this age, if we're looking for our forever.
What age? I'm 23.
You're 21. No, you're 19.